Hello guys and welcome back to Field of Glory Empires. With our Saba playthrough, we've been learning about culture affecting loyalty as we've been dealing with unrest and loyalty problems increasing in our nation that I've been having to deal with. And so I've been really reshifting us at this point from full-on food and infrastructure to a lot of culture because we don't want to suffer a collapse like the Seleucids did, and we don't want to have any massive loyalty problems. In general, our loyalty's okay. Better than in most of the world, I would say. Some are doing better than us, but many are not. And so the goal is to improve it by increasing our culture, which apparently affects loyalty. It just says it does. It helps with region loyalty. I don't know how it does that. There's nothing in the game that says anything. There's no explanation of that. I couldn't even find it in the manual. I couldn't find it at all. So I have no idea. It's not explained anyway. However, I'm just going to go with it because I can see a gradual increase in my citizen unrest over time. I guess as the culture we have available just doesn't match what they expect. So I've had to cut out of a lot of things, and I've definitely taken everybody off of money. There's not one person left on money in my entire nation, but we're still making a gigantic positive to that. All the movements for this turn are already locked in. There's nothing else really that I need to do. So we'll push it into turn 94. Yeah, there's like 500 turns, and we're almost up to turn 100. This is going to be a very long series, man. And any playthrough of this in general would be very long. Assuming this game works out pretty well. I mean, it doesn't really explain itself too well, unfortunately. But assuming this works out, oh, it looks like we just reset our empire bonus with progress tokens. Then this would be very large playthroughs. Arabia is proposing to settle peace. Are you really? How? You want to relinquish an objective and to give me metal. That's retarded. I just want to absorb you. Honestly, at this point, I mean, I could take less. I could, but why would I bother? You only have a 24% chance to really give me what I want anyway. I'm just going to keep attacking you. You're not strong enough at this point for me to want to, like, not attack you at any time. Dealing with common interest, Mario is proposing a trade deal. Okay. What is it? You wish me to relinquish Persis as an objective and give you 4 Abyssinian archers, and you'll give me 1,200 money. Honestly, I don't need 1,200 money. I don't need money at all. I need the manpower that this would cost more. I could use this money to get the manpower, is the funny thing. That's so much money that I could use this to buy all the metal and manpower that I want. And so actually, yeah, I'll take that. Sure. Sure, I'll take that. Why not? And then we could use that just immediately before it gets deleted by an event or something, right? Cronus' legacy, I'll probably use that on metal because our manpower is doing pretty well. Even if we go over the limit, it'll be cool to just see what our limit is. Again, that's only 200 money. They're giving me 1,200 to provide them with some units. Sure. Improve medium infantry units. I can't activate this because I don't have 3 barracks. Wow, you have to have multiple barracks and forges, huh? This is a nice one. Apparently, there can be upgrades to medium infantry. It's regular infantry, I guess. If they have an improved unit, then they can upgrade, and you could just pay money to have it done immediately. That's neat. We've now entered a golden age, yeah. What a surprise. Palmyra rejected our offer again. We granted citizenship to some foreigners. I don't know if that would have really affected the front up here too much, but hey. Regardless. What the fuck is this? Oh, a rebellion started right here. Wait, this isn't a rebellion. These are Iranian independents. It's like these guys up here. Yeah. They just raised up an army and now they're besieging us. This is the first time I've ever been besieged. Siege duration is uncertain because there's an unbreached wall. Good thing there's a palisade there. Did something get built here, by the way? Yeah, the clear water. What else would we want to build there? What is available? Honestly, none of the buildings we can make here are too great. I guess the garum shop's the best for this location, so I'll build it. A smokehouse has been created here. Apparently they were building a smokehouse. There's a lot of other things on this list, but not a lot that look too amazing or anything. The salt house probably looks the best. The Salt House probably looks the best. The loyalty here is extremely low. This could have a rebellion at any minute. It's extremely bad. It's at 0 loyalty, for fuck's sake. That's not good at all. I'll have the Salt House built here. I usually avoid that when there's no salt present, but... well, maybe half the time I avoid it. Usually is a little misleading. We still need to recover some Camelier health to be truly effective, but that will technically happen after I hit end turn anyway. Regardless, it looks like the elephant group is not fully recovered. Not fully. So I'll just leave this alone for right now. Did you... you formed up a new army. Yeah, you did. I'll just give them the time they need to fully recover for right now. We have this province built. Yeah. There's only... okay, so it just kept where the governor's palace was already, even if it had less culture. That's fine. I don't care too much exactly where this is built. Arga or Astania, doesn't really matter to me. I could build something new here, and we have 3 slots with which to build. Barracks, I guess, are worth chasing somewhat, just around the nation in general. Because if we do get to barracks, then we can upgrade medium units if they have upgrades, I suppose. So I'll take a training ground here, sure. Sure, why not? And then land expansion has been completed, opening up some more slots. A monument to increase culture also increases decadence, however, but yo, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the monument, sure. Why not? Can't be upgraded, but it's worth something. Yeah, this province has been formed. Looks pretty good to me. Solid walls have been completed over here in Saba, which is good. We have a citizen on food. Oh yeah, I probably moved him there. I don't know what else to use him for. I can build a theater here. I can build a city guard. More decadence, loyalty. Revolt risk decreased. That's nice. Taxation penalty. Why? I don't know, but it can be upgraded later, so I don't mind getting it. We have a lot of slots, and I would, of course, love my capital to be just uber defended, especially if there's a risk of revolt. Lowering the revolt risk and loyalty penalty sounds great. We have tons of money. I don't really care about a 12% tax penalty, honestly, because we're avoiding all the foods that would make this better anyway. Or all the buildings. So, that's going. We'll build that. A lot of other things building, including this national wonder of the Palace Library, which will be very useful. This is a very decadent location. This former capital that we took over at the beginning of the game. It could definitely use some decadence decrease, for sure. For sure. We have a public works that is now built over here. That's good. We don't really have the tar there. Oh, an anchorage. No slot usage. Anchorage, always good. I love all my border locations to have an anchorage. Please and thank you. Yes, sir. Smokehouse has been finished. Alright, that's like everything built. Not going on the offensive this year. We're just going to chillax. I think we're in locations that generally have enough food. This one might not locally have food, but the province has food, at the very least. This is quite interesting. Occupied, war control, Arabia, just conquered. Yeah, this makes this a little difficult. We want to maintain our infrastructure and this culture, not as important this instant, but later it will be. Just not this instant, maybe. If there's other things that we can get that are more important to the maintenance of a location. Oh my god, dude, really? Alright, well, you have plenty of food. Just try to maintain your buildings at the very least, because you're running out of infrastructure. We aren't fully recovered on the Saracena army, for whatever reason, but I'm going to go deal with these Iranians that came over to besiege me. I think the defenders will also technically come out, but they won't really be needed. At the very least, there will hopefully be enough infantry that our one not as effective regular infantry will just be put in the back, and then we won't have to worry about it. Decadence culture keeps going up dramatically in every instance. This is now under pacification, so it looks a lot better. It does have a revolt risk. It does have a revolt risk, which is not the greatest. I'll put one guy on culture. Oh, I can actually see a direct influence from the culture income affecting... What is that coming from? Minus 20. 2 from welfare? So that's welfare. Culture is counted in welfare. Interesting. So I guess the population just becomes, you know, unrestful over time, and then putting them into culture increases welfare, and maybe that even lowers the unrest back down. I have no idea, but that's where it gets counted, in the welfare. That's from your total culture count, and it does matter locally. I'll put one guy on there for right now. It's not the most amazing thing. I could either go for having this building built faster or otherwise, you know, or something. I don't really know. Underpacification will help the loyalty dramatically in a bit, but this might just be lost anyway. I'm not sure. So long as we can hold Karasina, though, I will be happy. I think that will be enough. You only want maybe cooperation with me, but it's like pretty bad. I'm agreeing to that trade deal. Waiting on Ethiopia. Nobody else. Palmyra doesn't even really like me, even though we're fighting the same enemy, which is kind of weird. But hey, no chance of getting anything with the Antigonids right now. Definitely not Macedon, which is even farther away. It's okay. This is interesting. Nubia has pushed up far enough that Egypt is kind of cut off now from Ethiopia. And Ethiopia and Nubia aren't at war now either. So Ethiopia can kind of deal with these errant Egyptians that are stuck back here and hopefully come out ahead in its wars. I hope. Blemmyes and Egypt have found peace, so Blemmyes will actually continue to exist as this tiny little nation. That's nice. I would love to have them like become my client state. I just don't know really what I would have to do to acquire. Like what if I just gave you a bunch of money? So yeah, if I just gave you a bunch of money, that would actually work. I could effectively purchase them for, I don't know how much. 36,000 would guarantee it to 100%. 1,800 would make it like 33%. I wish I could balance that a little bit better. Well, we're about to buy metal, so I could toss some metal onto here or something. Yeah, because we're about to spend like 200 money on like 300 metal, so I could toss a bunch of that on, for example. Or I could just say, hey, I have so much money anyway. We could just do 36,000 and guarantee that they join us. Or 3,600. 3,600 to get them to immediately become a client state, which is something we unlocked because they like us so much. And that sounds pretty useful. That's a lot of money. Money that would just get dumped into like metal otherwise, right? Or some other thing like that. Are they worth the 3,600 money? I don't know. That is a lot of money. It's about 7 turns, about 7 turns worth of income for me right now. To get a client state, even if it is this tiny, seems kind of nice to me. So I'm just going to say we do that. I'm just going to say that we propose that to them. I wonder if we could propose that to Ethiopia at some point. As an ally that really likes us. They might cost a lot more, though, to be a guarantee. Hell, look how difficult it is just to purchase, like, one thing from them. Since Nabatea... Ooh, Nabatea is at war with the Antigonids. Never mind. I was going to say, since they're surviving, we could try to ally them. But I take it back. I don't want that. I don't want to ally them. No, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and continue into turn 95, year 216 BC, and see what happens. We're definitely about to have a battle with those independents. Here they are. So we view the battle in Uruk here. This is another massive plain, but we have slightly some extras. What the hell? What the hell, dude? We have... What is this? This is the biggest front line I've ever seen. I've never seen a front lines can get this big? Oh my gosh, it's 9 units long, dude. Oh shit, that really fucks with the balancing that I was doing. I didn't know they could get this large. Okay. Well, we do have enough infantry for that. But we don't have enough normal skirmishers for that. That means we would need at least 9 skirmishers in every army, eventually. Because, you know, eventually if we kept expanding, we would reach a place where we're not fighting in deserts, we're not fighting in mountains and etc. We're fighting in plains. If we reached Europe, for example, then we would need even more skirmishers. Oh god. Okay, well, for now, just battle. Good luck. Close fighters. I'm unfamiliar with these, but they're very strong. They're dead. Might be an upgrade to some medium infantry. Hillman. We're not advanced enough to even try to see what an upgrade is. Our skirmisher cat fighting theirs. We did manage to kill one. We're killing most of their front line. Close fighters being this good or not, our heavy infantry are making quick work of them. And then the mercenaries and other things are facing our regular infantry. They have a lot of cavalry. They have a lot more cavalry than they realistically should have. Oh, I didn't know front lines got this large. It's okay. We have like a setup that has 12 infantry, 4 heavy, the rest regular, and that was like barely enough. Is that really how long this is? No. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, 6. Right, yeah, 6 is 2 are heavy. Well, we have 10 then. Oh, that's right, 10. That means I need 10 skirmishers. I'm terrible at math. I need 10 skirmishers. Oh my god, you know how annoying that is? You know how difficult that's going to be? Oh well, don't worry about it. It's fine. We won the battle. We kicked out those dirty invaders with the... Oh, actually, I don't think the defenders came out to help us, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. We killed them. We're safe. Moria is probably going to catch up in legacy points a decent bit, honestly, over time. A lot of legacy can come from, like, Conquest and 2. And right now, most of my legacy is just coming from, like, over time. Benefit the advantage of a province, keeping the construction population management fully under control. You can automate stuff if you wish. Yeah, okay. We agreed on the mutually beneficial transaction treaty, where I just got a bunch of money. I purchased the metal, and our cap is actually above this number, which is good. That's good. It's very good. Okay. Well, that's nice. They don't really want to be my ally. Slave markets are back. Exploration expedition to the mountain range of Senta. Extra legacy point reward. Have a land unit in Senta. Where the hell is Senta? I don't know, but there's also a thing to reform heavy cavalry, but you need multiple... Well, yeah, you need some cavalry buildings and arsenals that I don't have. So I can't do any of this, but this is new to me. Ethiopia rejected my offer. Population in Uruk has decreased. Why? Because of the siege that was happening. Oof. Well, that's sad. But they don't have any more debuffs here, so that's really nice. It looks a lot better here than it did. I'll put a guy on culture. And that does indeed affect loyalty, but like barely. And shit, I don't know, like loyalty or infrastructure or food? I'll take food, because infrastructure is shared throughout the region anyway, so that should hopefully be fine in the long run. Just conquered, 1 turn remaining on that. We do have walls here. We don't have walls up here, so we do want to go back up this way and then just go chill out. Okay. And someone retired from active service. That's not someone we're using. We got a progress token. Senta, where's that? Interesting. Well, I'm definitely not over there, so that has nothing to do with me or anything that I can do. We did get some new population over here in Mafonite, which lets me build something new. There's the new slave. There's a lot of good options here. Many good ones. One that I've almost never seen is a bronze work. Costly up front, needs an import of tin, will produce refined metal to sell for extra income or to be used by your military. This metal income would be very useful to me. Very, very useful. Never built an arsenal. I don't even know what that is. Just remembering what I was looking at. There's a lot of other things here that would be good to have. More so than the metal. This is just spending money on metal. Constantly. I don't have tin. Trade, well, it must be somewhere. It says needs tin trading required. So we'd be getting it from somewhere, I guess? I'm not sure. I'm not sure where tin is. I think tin is a pretty common thing somewhere in this region. At least I remember it being common. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. Yeah, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know where tin comes from. Yeah, I don't know what it's trading required. I have no idea what that means in this instance. We could instead get the Orientation Tribune for loyalty, which would be nice, as well as culture. And the Salt House, which we do have locally. I don't know, man. There's a lot of good options here. I think I might go with the Salt House for the moment. Food, health, and we have salt locally. That just kind of works out very well. It helped boost the population further. We built the monument, so we have more culture in this region, and now we can go ahead and build something else. We do have coal. Needs iron trading required. Well, there's something like that again that I don't really know what that's talking about. Could also build a salt house, trading required. I don't know where the iron would come from, but the furnace, that's 11 metal. That is what we would need. That would literally set us to almost neutral. We have 2 building slots here. Yeah, give me that furnace. Give me that furnace. That's pretty nice. There's a lot of pop-ups here. Caravans loaded with iron and copper ores cost you well worth the price. That's me buying the metal. We've gotten another pop down here from our admirable healthcare. And I can build something else. A delicacy shop of figs. I'm unfamiliar with that. I could easily build a couple things here. The physician's house looks probably the best. Health up, culture up. A little bit of infrastructure. Big health bonus, siege resist. Takes 2 turns. That seems like the best thing. We just need drugs and herbs and we can trade it, I guess. Either that or we somehow make it locally. It just says that we have it. It doesn't really show where we get it from. But yeah, I'll build the physician's house. And then that should hopefully be good. Everything over here is building. A new population over here doesn't change much. We're not running into population problems in Arabia Felix or Orientalis. Arabia Orientalis is still really far behind a lot of our other stuff. Not to mention some of these other regions that we have. Like, they're either just conquered or they're not that built up in general. Arabia Felix is our shining gem. I guess I should go ahead and get this up to 10. Up to 120 upfront cost for every one of these archers. But, yeah, I guess I'll get this up to 10 and then send that off to someone before I split off anything else. That's what we have for the land infantry anyway. And clearly on a plane, it can use that. It can use that on a plane. So, sure, we'll just start with that. We'll head back over there. And then I hope to God we're fully rested finally. There's still a Camelier whose hits are not all quite there for some reason. I'm about to just say fuck it. And then just, hey, look, they actually went off of their capital. We could send the elephants forward if they're all healed. But a lot of things keep happening. I don't know what that keeps making my guys kind of fall behind a little bit. This one is definitely ready. This one's ready to go. So we could go for their next capital. Yeah, really easily. Get another abandoned palace, huh? Let's go ahead and do that. If I do look at the actual war itself, we have some war score, and they're proposing peace. Did I never properly reject that, or are they just proposing it again? Like, no, I don't like what you're offering me. What if I ask you to cede region this time? Only 28%. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna fight you more, honestly. I'm just gonna fight you more. So, in diplomacy, I would just say no to that. Ethiopia has once again said no to me. These guys are still needing to respond to me. What if I asked you to become my client state and I just gave you a fuck ton of money? No, you're too expensive to buy like that. I'm just going to change the trade to just raw money, 1660 money for Resalia, 50% chance to go through. I could go even further to 33 whatever, and then I would guarantee that they give me that location, just like I'm doing over there. This is being diplomatic, and this is being generous. Yeah. I'll just try the 1660 for now, 50% chance to see if they give me, because it's just one location. I mean, this was also only one location. So I guess that would be valuing them at the same price if I just did this and took the 100% chance anyway. I don't know, but it goes up pretty rapidly from like 830, 18% chance, and then you're at 50% chance at 1660. It feels almost wasteful. I definitely have the money to do both of these payments. I do have the money, so I can do it. I think I might. I think I might just do it. They might be able to use the money in their war anyway, and I would like to complete that a little bit, so sure, yeah. I'll propose sending them that money at this point, just to guarantee that it goes through. There's nothing else really to bother getting. There's only a 10% chance that, say, oh gosh, look at this. That pal. Oh god, that caused the game to crash. Well, I had to redo the end turn because it only saves at like the end of a turn, not the beginning. So yeah, I gotta change some buildings, put in a charcoal pile there. Hey, the master herbalist came up this time, so that's nice. This is a good place to put it. No slots. Yeah, I like this. Is in like a good spot. Culture, manpower, health. I like this spot. We're gonna put that right there. I went ahead and offered them just the 1660 for this because I figured whatever. And then if I get it before, cool. If I don't, wait for them to like retake this and then just try to buy 2 at once and see how much that could potentially cost me. I shuffled a guy off money and infrastructure down to culture in this region. I don't know why I had anybody on that to begin with, to be honest. But I did, for some reason. And I can shuffle 2 guys down to culture here as well. I don't know why they're... I don't know, but whatever. They're shuffled, and that's good. I guess that means no metal building, because we were going to have some nice metal buildings, and those are all gone. Well, that's sad. That's unfortunate, but I've repeated what we can repeat as well as I can in that case. Let's, I don't think I recruited the Abyssinian archer. Ooh. Oh, well. That's not exactly on like a super strict time limit, and technically the equipment will just stockpile, so it's okay. And we need 2 of them, so. We will go ahead and fight here in the desert over their new capital. Range phase looks good for us. The elephants will now fight the palace guards. Always the damn palace guards to worry about. The abandoned palace is like good, I guess. Also bad in ways. I don't know. It's like both worlds, huh? Get some free kills in the back. Elephants kicking ass. Hey, that palace guard lived. The palace guard who lived. Damn. Alright. Dead. Cool, we killed everyone except the 1 palace guard, and now he's dead with the pursuit. And we took that. We've occupied it, that is. A lot of this is just occupied. We've kind of split their country in half at this point. And their biggest army is just kind of cornered. Though I don't know if I have the cojones to attack it. Alright, so this is now my client state. They've accepted becoming my client state. That's awesome. I can break client state or absorb nation. But they have to like me better than they like me even right now. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. An alliance between Blemishes and Saba led to a common war against Arabia. Okay, so they were just kind of forced to go to war with Arabia now. Got it. Spend metal to acquire money or manpower. No, we don't do that. A new general's available, but we don't need them. Yeah, I did not end up recruiting these. Let's queue that up right now, the 2. And we have enough to go for like 3 if we wanted. I'll just take the 2 for right now. And then we'll send them out, and then we'll look at it further. Unfortunately, one thing we just took over is in unrest. It's in unrest. Great. Among everything else that it is now in unrest. That's just going to make everything better. And Palmyra, once again, rejected my amazing deals, which now they just don't want anything, so I'll just leave them alone for right now, I suppose. The army that's defending up here is a very unhappy army. It's very injured. Maybe after like a failed raid attack. I'm not sure. But they're definitely not happy. They're also still at war with Palmyra, I would like. No, they're not at war with Palmyra. They made peace. They're at war with Ethiopia and me. So, yeah, they're very unhappy in there. I would be tempted to go ahead and... I guess you would have to besiege, huh? You're the only besieging army that I have. If I move up there, I can besiege, but I don't know what's going to happen with food there. There's not enough food for an attacker or a defender, so I'm not sure where the food would come from. That's in the Nabateh region. That's like a whole other thing. I could potentially move over there for an attack. I might correct this later. I might change my mind. Let you guys rest up for right now. This is in also the Nabatene region as well. Yeah, we don't need anybody on money. That is just ridiculous. We don't need that at all. We need infrastructure to maintain the current infrastructure, basically. Food, shrug, I guess. I don't know. It's got to lose that just conquered debuff before anything of substance happens here. Unrest is just going to make this even worse. There's definitely going to be some kind of rebellion there. And there's not a whole lot that I can do to stop it. These guys have come back up, and their effectiveness is good to go. Unrest over here is looking a lot better. It's mainly just this location. Revolt risk down to 0, so we could probably go ahead, finally, and reclaim this. And get a bridge going to our isolated region over here. That would be pretty awesome. I think we could or should definitely move a pop up here down to infrastructure to get that a little better evenly split, if you ask me. Still a lot more to do this turn, however, we are out of time for this episode, so we're gonna have to end it here for now. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.